Soundcore designed this to be the best Bluetooth outdoor speaker under 400 bucks, but after using it, I think they are understating that. I personally think it's the best under 500, and I'll explain why. This thing has amazing bass, it gets super loud, the range is absolutely ridiculous, and it is waterproof and it floats, it looks sweet, it's lightweight for the output. It is a crazy speaker. This is the Boom 2 Plus, the bigger brother to the excellent Boom 2. And I have to say, for the money, you can't get anything better, not even close. I'll explain exactly why and share my experience, but first, check this out. Now, Soundcore sent us this insane adventure kit in this crazy metal box. And you know what? You guys can actually win one of these as well. I'll explain exactly how in just a sec, but first, let me open up this set. My goodness. This has got to be one of the coolest unboxings I've ever done. We have these essential supplies for every legendary journey. I see these couple other packs right here. So these are supplies. This one is a little bit longer, but lighter. And then this big, massive box. This has got to be the Boom 2 Plus. What a beast. Let's see what's inside of this envelope.
What?
We got this supply list with everything here. That is really cool. Everything you're gonna need, including the Boom 2 Plus. And then we have this letter from Soundcore. Their goal is to enhance your outdoor experience and fuel your sense of discovery. And you definitely need music for that. Wherever I go, camping, hiking, I bring music with me. Okay, let's open up this package right here. I'm curious to know what is inside of here. A monocular, interesting, wide angle HD telescope. I do not have one of those. Let's bust this bad boy out. We got a little case in here with the lanyard. Okay, let's pull this thing out. Dang, that actually looks pretty nice. Okay, wow, the quality feels good. That thing is pretty cool, can't wait to try it outside. And then we have this bigger box. Man, this is like Christmas all over again. Oh, okay.
What?
We got us a little kettle here.
No way.
Very lightweight. This thing weighs a lot less than the monocular. Look at this bad boy right here. And then we got this bad boy right there. And this is gonna be an incredibly powerful speaker. I've been a huge fan of Soundcore speakers for a long time. I've bought many myself. And bam,
Ooh,
guys.
huge. Holy
There's
moly.
the Boom 2 Plus. The Boom 2 was excellent. Ben loves that thing. And this is the bigger brother.
Holy
Look
moly.
at that right there. We have a strap in here. We got that charging cable. Moment of truth here. What do you think about that,
Holy
Vadim?
That's huge.
It feels super high quality. The previous ones I've bought were great. This is a step up. You got the straps to carry it. You know, you got the fast charging and power output. This is a beast. Now, if you want to win your own beast of an adventure kit like this, it's easy to do. Comment down below with the hashtag RoarWithBoom and leave a comment down below with songs that pair well with the Boom 2 Plus for adventures. And if you want a better chance to win, leave a personal adventure story and the comment with the most likes will win, and then you'll get your own adventure kit. Now, getting back to my experience with this speaker, I first have to say that I honestly have a little problem with Bluetooth speakers. I absolutely love them. I've bought a bunch, and I've bought many Soundcore by Anchor speakers because the value is great. I've gave them out as gifts to people. I've used them, I've paired them together, and they're only getting better. And one thing that hasn't changed is the value for the money. The MSRP for this guy is $250. $150. Now, yes, that is more than the Boom 2 or some of the previous ones, but this thing is in a whole nother category. And I would say this compares to JBL's Boombox 3, which is $500. And in many ways, it actually beats it out. Now, of course, they also have great deals and sales, so I'll go ahead and link it down below for you guys to check it out. Now, one thing that stands out with this, out of many things, is the LED lights. Now, when Soundcore started adding them, at first I kind of was hesitant because it's flashy, but I have to say, I really like them. You have a bunch of different modes that you can cycle through, and you could shut it off if you want to. And during the daytime, they are still visible, but where it really stands out is if you're playing music at night, you're playing loud music, it adds a nice little ambience. And you guys can see just how much excursion you get from these large passive radiators. That looks really cool, and it helps to get that deep, deep bass. This thing goes down to 40 hertz, and the bass is very impressive and matches the top speakers that cost twice the price tag at the MSRP of this. So sound quality is great. Here is just a couple sample clips. Now, one thing you won't be able to hear is just how loud this thing gets. It actually goes up to 103 decibels, which is insane for that price tag. That JBL I talked about, that costs double the price at MSRP. Well, that thing is quieter than this. And one thing I really appreciate about Soundcore is, unlike the JBLs, you can use it on battery power and it doesn't get quieter. That's a huge frustration with some of those speakers, so you get the maximum volume. And another thing I've loved, I showed you guys that clip at the start, I was over 200 feet away and this thing was still connected and I could still hear it at that distance. That was crazy. I'm used to speakers cutting out at about half the distance or even less, and even when we dunked this into the pool, it stayed connected. I was sure it was gonna instantly shut off when it got submerged, but it didn't. And you guys see the cool shots that we got. And I think that this is something extremely important in an outdoor Bluetooth speaker. The fact that it's waterproof and it floats, you just don't have to worry about it. Now, another thing that I really like, a change with the Boom 2 Plus, is that on the back, we have a USB Type-C input, which we've had, but the output also comes through that USB Type-C. So because of that, you can fast charge your phone or your other device and you still get that standard aux input. So that part is really nice. Now, another great thing, some Bluetooth speakers will have a handle, some will have some clips. This thing has both. So you can grab the included strap, you can use that to make it easier to carry if you have other things in your hand, or if you don't want to, you could take it off. And even though this is heavier than the smaller Boom 2, it's about half the weight of that JBL that I talked about. Now, build quality still feels great. You have this nice handle, you have the rubber feet on the bottom, you have this grill that I'm pretty sure is metal, the nice buttons on the top. So that is really nice. You don't have any downsides, and I appreciate that it doesn't weigh a crazy amount, and the battery life is excellent. It is rated for 20 hours of playtime. Now, of course, that is not at full volume, and that is with the bass up 2.0 button turned down. And that bass up button, I like it because if you're using it outside at night, it will cut the bass down, it will cut the power down, but it still gets plenty loud, so it is actually useful. Now, when you enable it, it kicks everything up, and it just sounds fantastic. Now, we also have an app where you can pair to it. You can go through the different lighting modes, you can update the software, and you can also customize the EQ. They have some presets, or you have full control to customize it yourself. But with this speaker, I didn't feel like I had to because their preset sound sounds great. I had no complaints, it sounds fantastic. And with this speaker, it actually outputs up to 140 watts. It's a 2+2 channel configuration, so you have dual 4.5-inch woofers that are 50 watt a piece with the bass up 2.0. And then if you want to turn off the bass up 2.0, then it cuts it down to 100 watts and cuts some of that bass, which is very useful at times. Now, another cool thing is that if you pair two of these together, you could use the TWS for true wireless sound, or you can use the PartyCast 2.0 function, and that allows you to pair over 100 speakers. So you can pair two of these together. We actually had them linked up. You can use other Soundcore speakers that are compatible with PartyCast 2.0. So it's very flexible. So if you're gonna have a party like we're having on Friday, we're gonna have 3 different speakers there that are all powered up together, and the signal will actually jump. So you get a great signal, great sound. It is very convenient instead of being limited to having just one kind. I think that is perfect because you can have something smaller like this one if you want to travel light, if you're flying somewhere, and you can have a bigger one, use them together, use them separately. They work great, and unlike other systems that I've used and that I own, it has been super reliable with great range. And so I compared this to the Boombox 3 at $500. It weighs less than half the weight. On battery power, it is louder than that system, and to charge, 30 watts fast charging, and you can use USB-C, so you can charge it from a power bank if you want to, unlike the other one where you have to have AC power built in. And the price tag is just incredible. And I've used this when working on the kids' playhouse, used it in the garden, used it by the pool. I'm gonna use it camping. And no matter what you wanna do outdoors or indoors, this thing sounds great, and it gets incredibly loud. I want you guys to pick one up and try it for yourselves. I know Soundcore has been killing it for years, and they just keep getting better. So if you want something that is so powerful without being crazy heavy, and the price tag is shockingly good, go ahead and pick up one of these using the links down below, and make sure you guys enter that giveaway because there's some really cool stuff. That's such a cool package, and it's easy to do. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and click that circle above to subscribe. Check out one of those videos right over there. This has been Max, and I'll see you in the next one.